had rain overnight. Hopefully it's not still raining. I mean, I know it's not raining hard, but yeah, I'd say it's dried up. Come on, Tux. Come on, Tux. I lifted him. No, you go to the chicken side. Here. Good boys. Good boys. Let me go get the other bowl. Hanging where it's dry for a few more minutes. Good boy. You let me know when you want out or back out. It is possible we're going to have more rain. I don't know if I should put it on the bricks or put it in the cat hotel. I hear you? You mean you waited at the door with your face in the glass for the last 15 minutes and didn't use the bathroom, and now that I've brought you your food, you're coming down? Tux. Should be about 4/10 in the thing. This says actually 6/10. I'll go ahead and empty it. I think it started out the day empty. Yeah, this is a little over a ½ inch too. Just going by what Tempest said the right before midnight and the after midnight rains are. Oh, something around a ½ inch. Everything is calm out here this morning. Johnny's air conditioner is letting us know that it's hot though. But everything is calm out here this morning. There you are. You worried me for ½ second. I didn't spot you. Hi. I got breakfast. I will take the old bowl away and put the new bowl down. There you go, sweet pea. Hi. Get this out of your way a little bit so you can move around by your food. Good girl.
Oh, the sun's coming out.
Yeah, when it's this wet down on the ground, the absolute last thing we want in August is for the sun to ever come out. It'll just turn that, steamy. It'll make it steam. It'll be steam. We don't have as much time to walk as I'd like, but that's life. We're out here. We're going to be walking from the house to the garage and up and down the attic stairs and loading up stuff today a lot. So if we're a little short on our outside exercise walk, it'll be okay. So we decided we're gonna leave Ruby out when I get home from this appointment I'm taking Johnny and I to, and take everything and put it in Ruby's bay that we know of, and then decide how to load up Ruby in the GMC. Dawn is doing the typical.
It's gonna be a challenge.
Dawn is doing the typical guy thing.
I'm worried.
He's worried. Like his point about
all fit.
His point about those two large, very large boxes of toilet tissue may not go is possible. We'll just go to the Target down there and buy some toilet tissue. It'll be fine. But I have a semester's worth, well, at least a quarter's worth of toilet tissue ready to load.
Yeah, but you have a full semester supply of energy drinks.
And cream soda. Zevia energy drinks and cream soda. Yeah, there's a lot of that. I do send him that stuff down at the school if Johnny runs out, but it's heavy to carry back from the mailroom, along with the book bag and the computer and all the other stuff he would typically have on him. So that's to be avoided. Wow, the grass is tall. When it gets this tall, the guys end up having to mow over it twice in order to get it better. I'm coming to check out this mushroom.
That's unusual.
Yeah, well, I guess they grew so close together that they just kind of smushed each other. There are 4 Model Ys in the parking lot right now, including Jules. 3 are white and 1 is midnight silver metallic. Just at South Park. There's also a Chevy Volt with a V. Okay, so I didn't count correctly. There's 5 Ys if you include the blue one. The midnight silver. The second midnight silver is right here. So yesterday in the Tesla Divas Facebook group, there was a woman, I believe she lived in California, who said she'd never buy a Tesla again because it was costing her too much money to drive it. And there were a lot of laugh in your face emoticons clicked, and a lot of people trying to say that just can't be, you're nuts. And there were 4 or 5 people that are like, same here, and I am never driving electric again, it's not saving me any money. Well, as with all issues, by the way, I refrained from clicking or typing on that post in any way. But like so many issues today, it cannot be summed up in one chart or one emoticon or one graphic or meme or whatever. It's a complicated, nuanced issue. I find myself lately having a lot of problems with issues being summed up in a picture as if that picture is the definitive end-all of how the issue is. But I feel like the number one problem is a perception issue, is that the general population has absolutely no idea how to figure out exactly how much it costs them to drive their car. They're not thinking about everything: maintenance, insurance, registration, fees, property taxes, gasoline. You know, it's very, most people can tell you in a heartbeat how much it costs to fill their tank, or probably how much it costs them typically at a supercharger. But they don't remember all of these other things. And you know, Don and I have done extensive charts, a little lax the last year, but we've done extensive charts on the cost of driving. And we did one where we compared the cost of my Honda Odyssey lifetime cost to Ruby's 5-year, 100,000 mile lifetime cost. We've done some comparisons with gas cars also, and you can find those videos out there, or I can help you find them. But at any point, you know, it's really complicated. So a lot of people, they're driving around some old clunker and they only have liability insurance on it. Then they go out and they get an inexpensive Model 3 or Model Y, and then they put comprehensive on it, and oh, by the way, that car's worth a lot more. Well, of course your auto insurance is going to be more. And you know, it used to be you'd go to a company and you'd work with them for 30 years and you'd retire, and people move around. Now they work for a few years, they move on to the next job. Well, it's the same thing with insurance. You know, Don and I have been with State Farm basically all our adult lives, but there'd be nothing wrong if our rates went up with us jumping ship to somebody else providing a good experience based on reviews and similar insurance company for less money. You got to shop around now. It's kind of like cable TV, direct TV, dish, streaming services. If you jump around a lot, you can pay less. If we had stayed with Dish, we were paying a fortune for Dish. Absolutely. Like, nope, no thank you. No thank you, no thank you. So that's one factor. Another factor is I don't think people have any idea how to account for the scheduled maintenance on the ICE cars and the, you know, things like oil changes and stuff. Hang on just a second. We had to leave after 30 minutes because of the appointment that I have. It's just a hectic day today, but we'll be doing lots of walking, so we might not get 10,000 steps, but we'll be active today. We sure won't be sloths. So I think, you know, switching, like I said, insurance, from a used car to a new car, from liability only to comprehensive, it's going to explain the difference in cost. It's not like in most cases the Tesla actually costs more than another comparably priced new car. People just, when you go to pay new car insurance, you pay more than you were paying for your older model car. even in the state of California, moving on to my second thought now, with the price of gasoline being much higher than it is in North Carolina, and even with the price of electricity in California being much higher than it is in North Carolina. And I know we've all gone up. We've gone up a couple of cents a kilowatt hour with taxes and everything in the past few years, and it's probably going to keep on going up. Still, I don't see possibly how it's not cheaper. I don't know how much cheaper, because that depends on your electric rate and all these other things, but cheaper. Going to be cheaper. Somewhat cheaper. The more you drive, the more you'll save. Then the other thing is that people were complaining about whatever you call it in your state, the road use tax or whatever. People cannot deal with a lump sum of $230 a year or $150 a year or $300 a year for the road use tax. They think they're being charged when ICE vehicles are not, because they don't understand that the cost per gallon you paying for gasoline at the pump is 30 something or more cents. Of that amount is state tax, and then there's federal tax on top of that. So I think in North Carolina, last time I looked, I want to say it was 54 cents a gallon of the currently $3.40 a gallon price is taxes. But you're paying it over time, so you don't really know you're paying it. And a lot of people don't even know they're paying it, or ignore the fact that they're paying it, or whatever. So they just assume that the tax that they're asked to pay at their registration is outrageous. Okay, now totally willing to argue that a based on mile system versus a flat rate might be more fair, and there are some places that have studies about that, or have trial programs, beta testers for that right now. Maybe that'll be better. I think in our case, for our family, it's a wash. Jules is paying too much and Ruby didn't pay enough, and you know, but we're really talking for someone that can afford a $30 or $40 or $80,000 a year car or more, complaining about a couple $100s a year to help with the roads. So yeah, I want it to be fair, and I'm all for discussions about how to make it more fair, but let's not complain about having to pay road use tax, because ICE cars are paying it a little bit at a time at the pump, and electric cars are paying it at their yearly registration. But I get it, because I was there when I ran my household 15, 20 years ago. I had my insurance, I paid it every month. My electric bill, I had it on the even payment plan, and all these other things to try to not have large lump sums that I owed. And that was working for IBM with a good salary, so I understand how hard it can be to pay some of these lump sum things that are big and unexpected, but still. And then there's the property tax, and people are absolutely shocked. Well, it's the same thing. It's not Tesla's fault. It's any new car you buy worth anything is going to cost you the property tax. So don't blame that on the Tesla. That's not the Tesla's fault. So I guess all I'm really trying to say is I suspect these people really probably won't buy another Tesla, and probably will go out and get something else, and they should really go get a used car. And they should get a used car, because I feel like the majority of the things that were costing driving the Tesla to be more expensive than they thought it would be were just the fact that they went from a used car to a new car. Now, so this is an e-tron GT. From the front, I was pretty darn sure, there's Ruby. I was pretty sure it was an EV, something I didn't know what it was though, so I walked over to check it out. The retention pond here at the building that I'm at has bald cypress planted down in the water. There's some hardy hibiscus also. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah, pretty good. But now's where the real fun begins.
Yeah, so it's just what we brought home, and 2 bins of stuff from Walmart yesterday, bags of stuff, but
300 pounds of soft drinks.
I didn't mean to spin it around. There we go. Okay. That's mostly empty. This is the mattress topper, and we'll just say pillows.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Johnny might glance at these before Dawn loads this up, but I don't know. Not my problem. Love you, Johnny. There are 12 of the cream soda things down there. And there's toilet tissue and tissues and water bottles, electronics, the rack for his food, school supplies. There's the stuff from Walmart. Here's more because I don't want him to be dehydrated.
What about this over here? Does this go?
Yeah, that goes too. And then there's all the clothes. Yeah, and then there's all the clothes and all the linens and his robot equipment and
So we gotta be done by what time tomorrow?
we're leaving not later than 9:30.
We're not gonna have the thing loaded till we work 24/7.
Oh,
365.
please. We're just teasing a little bit, but there's more stuff than you would think for a dorm. Yeah.
Yeah, like a
You got this.
250 square foot dorm.
Yeah.
A 10 by. I was gonna say actually about 15 by. It's about 15.
Well, it all came out of a dorm.
Yeah, I understand.
We're just having as much fun as we can in the heat, moving heavy
Yes.
things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Johnny's going to jump in and start helping after tutoring. He is, you know, he's been beefing up on his calculus
That's
for
right.
about a month now
Yeah.
to hopefully alleviate,
Breeze through
hopefully
Calc
make Calc 3.
just a breeze.
Yeah, where we,
It's
yes,
just
please.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Anyway, he's got a lot to do. We got to pack up his monitor.
His mom.
Yeah, the monitor. Yeah.
We
Oh, yeah.
That mouse in your pocket.
Well, from where I'm standing, it's looking good, but you tell me how it's going.
I'm impressed. That Johnny's quite a little packer.
So we're going to be good.
Oh, we're gonna be, well, yeah, he's doing his robot stuff right now, the big toolbox. And we've got all the bulky stuff. The card table, the chairs, the soft drinks, everything. And
So you're no longer worried.
I'm no longer worried.
Yay!
Johnny has done a bang-up job.
There's Ruby. I have no idea why he stopped right that second. I guess to press the button. It's 5:30 and we've got 90%, 95% of everything packed up. And in the GMC and in Ruby, and there's even room for all the other things we need to put in. So Johnny's clothes are in Ruby, the posters, the monitor, his laptop will go in there, and whatever toiletries and clothes come out of the wash, come out of the bathroom. We're good. We're golden. Thank God.